And let's start here. All right, so the Chaos: Josh Byrne, Dane Smith, Chris Cloutier, Ian McKay, Chase Frazier. I fucking Lord forgive me on this first name. Nanticoke have all been moved from the unable to travel to the 25, aka they've been moved from the Bandits to the active roster. Max Adler, faceoff man, has been put on the PUP, physically unable to perform list, looking like he's dealing with an injury. Water Dogs release Jacob Stover, their backup. Now DeLuca will fall into that backup role, and Dylan Ward will most likely be taking the field against the Chaos this upcoming week. Zed Williams moved from the unable to travel to the 25-man roster. Connor Fields put on and Warren Jeffrey put onto the 25-man roster. Dalton Solver and Scott Hooper moved to the player pool. Tim Edwards to the PUP, and Matt Abbott has joined the 25-man roster for the Cannons. The Chaos have released Comizio, Austin Stast, Andrew Q, Tommy Palesic, Jonathan Donville, Eddie Buhall, all to the player pool. Those are some interesting guys. I would be surprised if Andrew Q doesn't get picked up, and who knows what's going to happen with Andrew Stas. So that's all the stuff that's going on right now in terms of the chaos, more than anyone else. So this is where it gets interesting, man. Been spending a lot of time on the Discord, I won't lie. If you guys haven't already joined the PLL Discord, it's honestly been a really good place to look for some fantasy stuff, to just bounce bets over for some people, and it's really looking like the bear with me for 1 second. Nope. Yep. It's really looking like the Redwoods over is the way to go. Um, Other than that, there really hasn't been all too much. Hypothetical, obviously. Um, the Chaos minus 150, and not great odds, but if you're gonna parlay it with something that you feel like is a lock, the Redwoods over, Redwoods Whip Snakes over. I think that's a go-to. And then the Archers Atlas. I feel like that's got to go over. Both of those teams are fucking nuts. Those goalies don't stand a chance, with all due respect. Um, Gittleman is not super fantastic, and Concannon is not going to be able to stand with. He's great one on one in tight, but other than that, he kind of struggles. So it depends on the matchup. Fantasy wise, looking at Zed Williams, really nothing has changed since I've last done this. Um, Look, Zed Williams put on the 25-man roster. If he's playing, he's in. There goes my three. You can't use multiple threes. That's something that we've spoken about in the Discord. Um, Ryan Tarafanko, Cannons have the most turnovers in the PLL. It just is. It is what it is. There's no getting around it. So I gotta put in some type of like, I gotta put in a chaos player here. That's just it. I just have to. Um, I'm sorry. I have to put in a Chrome player here. I just have to. Tarafanko, and I could put in Nick Grill. I wouldn't hate putting it, but I'm gonna stick with the short stick demon and Ryan Tarafanko, getting some ground balls, getting some calls turnovers, doing his thing. Then it comes down. All right, so you have your three used on attack. That's awesome. Zed Williams at the three is an absolute fucking steal. I said this before with Tom Schreiber when he was a three. Like, say less. That's a fucking steal. Put up the most points he's had so far this season. Zed Williams a three, first game back, coming off the championship, going up against the team that he has historically owned. Say less. So we've got two ones and a two to work with. Yeah, you could put the two towards, I'm not mad at putting in a Connor Kelly, maybe even a Miles Jones, a Zach Courier. Um, Asher Nolting I wouldn't even be too mad about. Um, yeah, and that's the end of the twos. So I wouldn't be mad at any of those for twos or face off guys. Two's Connor Farrell and Stephen Kelly. It's really a coin flip who's going to win that matchup. My money is on Connor Farrell, but they both shown that they've been able to beat each other before. Joe Nardella against TD Erlin, like yeah, it's a good matchup, but I just Trevor Baptiste against that the Archers. Who the Archers throwing in there? Ignacio? No offense, but the fucking some Fairfield kid against the best face-off guy for the past 2 years. Hard pass, man. Hard pass. And this would be for putting in there's no ones at goaltender. It's only Burnlor. The real money is coming in at two. Like I don't understand. So for me, I'm putting in Blaze Reardon. He's my safe bet. I feel like he's the best. He's the least bust. And yeah, maybe he might even have the best boom to him as well. So that's I think this is going to be what it is. I mean, look, you could do your thing at three. You could do your thing, man. Yeah, you want to put in Josh Byrne? Put in Josh Byrne, bro. Josh Byrne's a fucking savage. You want to put in Chris Cloutier? He's out. Never mind. Um, yeah, if you want to put in one of those guys, or even if you're saying, hey, let's spend a three on Dane Smith. Whoops, on Dane Smith. Sure, fuck it, man. Go ahead. That's not a bad case for you. And then you could throw in a guy who you really like. Um, I'm pushing away from Will Manny just because he's attacking. He's an enclosed guy. Cannon does well with that. Lyle Thompson is questionable. Cannon's against the Chrome. I have a feeling the Chrome are gonna dominate more or less. Yeah, you could throw in Jeff Teat here. You could throw in Chris Gray. You could throw in that's really the only guys who I would maybe put in. So I like the Zed Williams as my three more than I like Dane Smith as my three. I think Dane Smith is a fucking steal at three. Look, if you really like a guy at one in the attackman position, yeah, put that in. Use a three on fucking on midfield. Don't go with Tom Schreiber. If you want to go with a three at goaltending, I mean you're not gonna go with Matt DeLuca. Yeah, maybe you throw maybe you put your three at Dylan Ward. Maybe you really like someone there, and then you go with a three or a two. You take out the two somewhere else, you put in a three, you're able to use your two somewhere else, maybe use it in midfield. Like I said before, I ran through these, the Connor Kelly's, Miles Jones, and then you use a one at your attack. You got some leeway with this because everyone's just like listed as like this not available. So I think that's really the way it's gonna have to go. So I'm gonna lock in my hypothetical bet here with the Redwoods over 22 and a half. I think that's an absolute fucking lock. The Chaos minus 150. I think that's an absolute lock as well. And then we have the Archer's Atlas. I can't really remember what I went with this. Hold on, give me one second. Walked away from my computer for a sec. On that wireless, John. How you doing? And I went with the over. Jeez, that 25 and a half is so fucking high though. But both of these teams can do it. I have a feeling that it'll happen. That's pretty much plus plus 500 odds. So you're gonna quintuple. I think that's what it is. Quintuple your money off of that. So say you put in a nice little hypothetical $1, you're walking away with fucking almost six. How you doing? No big deal. And yeah, just make sure that you're in a state that can do this. Because if you're in a place like Florida, where I am right now, they ain't gonna do it. How you doing? No, very nice on that little vacay. Um, Overall though, it's gonna be a hell of a week. ESPN2 tomorrow night, Friday. We have the Redwoods Whipsnakes, and then the Chaos Water Dogs play as well. I'm not sure what time that Redwoods Whipsnakes game is, but yeah, fuck it, man. Tune in, keep it up with the pod. I'm gonna have to, fuck, man. If anyone's listening and they want to come on as a guest, I would love it because I would love to just spend 30 minutes with someone to fucking bounce ideas off of. I don't know how much promoting of podcasts we can do in this Discord because it's through the PLL, but fuck yeah, man. Hell of a week, and let's